been working on something here. I figure since I created a problem, I'd go ahead and do some video. Maybe we can get it out on video and y'all can learn something. I can learn something. But I've created a little issue with this thing. It was a real nice piece of Georgetown, and it's a good 8 inches, about 8 inches long at least. And I've created a couple hinges on it, and I'm getting it down kind of thin, so it's going to make the difficulty to remove those hinges extremely difficult. So we got to be careful about what we do. So I figured this would be a good time to demonstrate, hopefully, how effective you can be by setting up isolator platforms, getting closer to the problem, and removing the problem at the end. That's the biggest thing we want to do today. So what we're going to do is, I've got this piece. I worked it down to this far. It's about a ½ inch thick right now still in this big fat meaty spot. But it's a real nice piece of raw Georgetown. Works like a dream. But I've worked up to here. Now I'm fixing to work this piece. But my issue is down here. Listen, you can see it right there just real good when it popped up. See all that gooberish right there? I'll show you a little bit better on the video, but we're going to try to attack that, and I'm going to try to hopefully demonstrate how to raise the platforms up, work the sides in, create an avenue, a nice ridge to get a really good flake for a one-time strike. And you're not going to get many, one or two. So hopefully we can get one good strike, remove the whole piece out of there, and carry forward and make us a killer piece. I don't think I've ever made a turkey tail. If I have, it's only been a little bitty short one. So this is going to be a real nice one. I got the Cortex on one end, which will be the tip end, and I'm hoping that we wind up with a real nice, thin, perfect piece, just like the turkey tails are. All ready. Okay. Let me show you our problem here. Our problem is a hinge fracture, which this whole piece right here is our problem. One problem is I took a flake up through here and it hinged. Oh, that was no good. After I took one here to relieve it, and then I took this flake here and we had a hinge, so that kind of messed up my removal of this piece here, at least to this far of it. So what I've got to do now, the only avenues I have a ridge here, I have a ridge here, and I have a ridge here. Those are my only three places I've got. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to bring this edge up probably to about right there. I'm probably going to have to lose about 3/8 of an inch on that width of this thing, which I didn't want to do, but I don't have no choice now. I've got a nice brown spot right here. I want to keep that if I can, so I can't dig too deep in it because I don't want to remove it. See, you can see it right there. You see that brown spot? But this is our problem, and I hope, because I can't come here. I got a dish right here, a dish right here, and there's no way to come into this, and there's really no way to come into here unless I'm able to take a flake this way and change this ridge pattern to like this, which I don't think I can do right now. So we're going to eliminate those two. We're going to concentrate on bringing this edge in, raising it up, because it's very low right now. See, it's very low. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise it up, raise it upwards. That'll thicken that side too, so it'll make a strike a little bit more effective. And I've got a couple dishes right here. Here's one, here's one. So I'll have to feather these out, see what I can get whenever I look at it. But I know I've got a good one right here. But that's a long flake, and I just don't believe I can get one that far right now. You notice it's curved. It'll curve. You just got to figure out how to make it curve. Okay. So let's remove this to this line and see what we get. I might want to keep this piece right here, this much of it, and let's just see what we can do here, because we know the turkey tail is going to look like this. We know she's going to come down like that. So we've got a little bit to give over here anyways. So let's give what we know we can and leave the part where we want to keep the width at first. We'll leave that because I believe I can get a flake right here, and that's just a long ways. That's 3 inches. That'd be a whopping knocking flake. Woo! Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm using my big whopper knocker. All I'm going to do is just going to knock that edge off. See how thick it is now? We're down here on this end. It'd be real thin. It's hard to make a good flake whenever you got a real thin surface. So what we've done here is we've created a really heavy platform area. We'll take a little bit out right here. And that's real nice and thick. So, boy, I hate to lose that circle. But I don't know many ways around it. Okay. Let's see what we can set up and kind of eyeball this a little bit, where we can build a nice platform. I am going to take a flake up here and get rid of some of the weight on the end of it. I'm abrading real heavy and hard. This is a medium grit abrader. I want a really solid surface, so I'm abrading. I see people do like this all the time. Forget that crap. Grind that sucker. Let's just take this flake right down this ridge. See that little ridge? Right here, we're going to just take a flake down it. Cross path center. I'm going to try another one right here beside it. Whew, it curved and went up my ridge. But, see how it curved and went this way? Where it went up this way. What it did do though, look at that defined ridge now. I believe I can get down to here. I'm going to take a flake in this way and a flake right here to eliminate this little bit of difference in the weight down here, and then we're going to see if we can attack that. I think I can get it now. See the ridge now? We're going to move it. I'm going to take a little couple flakes here and move it down about a ½ an inch though. That'll build up for this big fat area right here. So I'm going to take this next flake. I don't want it to go in, this way. I want it to go this way, so I'm going to take the flake that way. Move down to here. Boy, that's a long ways though. Okay.